Be talking about tool storage. One of you asked me to make this video, and so I'm going to do it because some of the stuff is on sale for the 4th of July, and I wanted to cover it because this is an item that lots of people, almost everybody, needs a place to store their tools if you have quite a few of them. And so I want to talk about it so you can get some on sale. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the video. First up, let's first just cover what we're going to be discussing. So we're going to be talking about the Milwaukee Pack Out. We're going to be talking about the Ridgid Pro Storage System with a crazy name. We're going to be talking about the Husky storage system, the DeWALT Toughsystem, the Hart system, and the Tradestack system and versus stack and T-stacks. All right, so I have experience with all of these. So, I'm going to give my opinion on what I think is worth the money and what I would do. All right, so first up, we have Milwaukee Pack Out. Everybody knows the Milwaukee Pack Out. I could talk a lot about these. We'll just talk about the things that make each box stand out as far as pros and cons. All right, so first up, we have the Milwaukee Pack Out. You see, it's $309. So no, okay, we can stop there. No, I'm not doing that. But I will say that, first of all, the Milwaukee Pack Out system is the most comprehensive. It has the most boxes, the most accessories, and you can go bankrupt, building this thing out. One thing that Milwaukee does very well that a lot of people don't talk about are these bars, these metal bars on the corners. Okay, I've heard people mention they're there for hanging stuff on. Yeah, you could do that, but if you've ever loaded a truck, I'm gonna tell you what they're there for: grabbing the box. It's so easy to just pick this thing up by the handles, put it on the bed ledge, and then just push it back using these guides, using these rails. And then when you want to get it out of the bed or out of the back of the truck, you don't have to climb in the truck, especially if it's an SUV. You could just reach in there, grab this thing, and pull it towards you, and it is so much easier than a DeWalt or anything. Like, if I'm going somewhere and I have to leave the house and I have to take a box, I always take the Milwaukees because they're so easy to load and unload, mainly unload. But yeah, they're very easy to load and unload. None of the other boxes are that easy. So that is one advantage. And then overall, the Milwaukee is just built well. I mean, I could just say that it's built well. In the past, there have been people who've had issues with the tires falling off. And I will say the tires are small, and they're not as robust as the DeWalt system, nor do they. Seems like the blender is really loud today. It's distracting me, and it just doesn't roll as well. So that's that. I will talk about some of the best things that you can get for these systems, and those are drawers. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of the 3-drawer system. The 3-drawer system is good, but I'm gonna tell you the first system you want to get is the 2-drawer. All right, honestly, all this is terrible. At first, like, yeah, I got this storage, yeah, oh, woo, hoo, yeah, and it has little cubbies and stuff in each box. However, man, I dread going in these things, man. I mean, especially I have a crate I have 4 boxes in a crate, so mine sits kind of high. And man, like, if I need something, I'm like, oh man, where's my oscillating tool? I'm like, oh, it's in one of these, but it's in this box, on this box, and I gotta take all this stuff off. And this stuff is heavy. Like, I hate having to do that to get a tool. It's such a nuisance. But with the 2-drawer system, this thing can hold those tools, and you don't have to unstack anything to get to them. You just pop this lock down, boop, pull it out, get what you need, slide it back in. It's so convenient, but it's also so expensive. I mean, you can get a whole system for less than $150. Matter of fact, you could get 2 Huskies for this price. You just add $7. Well, you add add $25 and you can get 2 Husky systems, okay? For the price of that box, man. I mean, you get you get 1.5 of these. You can completely build this out And I mean, for the same price as one of those boxes, and that is just absurd. It's absurd. You know, I don't like that. Now, I want to show you guys how you can fit. You can fit quite a few tools in that box. At first, I was thinking to myself, this is not a drawer because I don't have the drawer. It's just too expensive. I'm not buying them. But this is a drawer. You have a lot of tools in there. You see how deep it is? I had another picture up. See, you see that? Now this is also again the two drawer system. Very neat, very well organized. Um, there's another picture I want to show you guys. All right, this my man packed a lot in here. So let's go through what tools he has in this drawer. He has a dual charger. He has a 2.0 18-volt battery. He has an 18-volt hammer drill, an 18-volt. It's an impact drive. I don't know if it's the surge or not. It's probably not. And he has like a mid torque or a compact impact wrench, two 5.0 batteries, three boxes of bits, it looks like. Well, four boxes if you include this. So, man, you can fit a lot in those drawers. I mean, and not worth the price, but that is impressive because no one else can do that. Probably the DeWALT. So DeWALT has one too that just came out. You see, they don't even have reviews or anything. They had it on their Toughsystem 1.0, and a year and a half ago, I was going to review them. I got the crates from from the Toughsystem 1.0, which I never got around to reviewing, but they discontinued them. And so I haven't seen them since then. And now they just pop back up probably within the last week because, again, no reviews. So I can't really see how much this holds, but I'm pretty positive, knowing DeWalt, that this holds just as much as Milwaukee or a little bit more. I do think it's interesting. This little handle is quite thin that you have to pull up here, but this little interlocking thing is for, I think, T-Stack stuff and VersaStack. So I don't know if this Toughsystem 2.0 is compatible with the. It should be compatible with the VersaStack. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that because, again, I mentioned in a video yesterday that DeWalt and Craftsman are the same. Now, real quick, I'm going to stop you real quick. If you want to see the full comparison, it's like a 30-minute video of the DeWalt, the Ridgid, and the Milwaukee. You can look up here in the upper right-hand corner. There's a video over there I made a year and a half ago that people love. So go check that out. This is before these drawer systems existed. So anyway, you can fit a lot in those. So this is the benefit, but yeah, man, this stuff is real expensive. Now, I do want to say this. Keep this in mind. It's 94% of customers recommend this, right? But if we go over here and look at this Husky, lots of people don't recommend it. Okay? Lots of people don't recommend it. Only 73%. And the reason they don't recommend it is because it only comes with one set of dividers. All right. Yet over here with the Milwaukee, and this is why you gotta sometimes take these reviews with a grain of salt. 90-something% of people recommend it, but it also, out of 3 drawers, only came with enough dividers for 1 drawer. That's what all these 1-star reviews are for. The fact that it only came with 1 set of dividers, and plus, lots of these boxes have been defective. Lids breaking after, short use. As one dude said, he probably on the 21st time he opened it, the thing cracked in the back. Just quality control issues. So, that's that. Now let's move on to the Ridgid Pro System. So we have the Ridgid here, $119. This is not a bad price. The holiday season of 2020, this box was $99. This whole kit, that's what I paid for it. And if you go look at that video, I go through the prices. I actually found my little script from that the other day, and this was $99. The DeWALT Toughsystem was $149, and the Milwaukee was $199. $309. It was $199 in 2020. So that's crazy. All right, I would never pay more than $200 for that thing, personally. Maybe $220. $229 max. That's all I'm doing though, and I'm only doing that because of inflation and stuff like that, getting with the times. But I wouldn't do more than $229 for that Milwaukee. So moving on, we have the Ridgid Pro Tool Storage System, and I only recommend this under certain circumstances. We do see, I know it says unavailable, but you go and walk into any Home Depot, they're going to have all this stuff in the store. So don't worry about it. It's 119. And if they give you a hard time, it's more expensive in the store, just come online and show it to them and you will get it for 119. You're supposed to. I've had people at Home Depot give me a hard time with that, but that's not usually the case, okay? So anyway, I'd only recommend this for lightweight use. This is a light duty system, even though the cases are built really tough. They're built just as tough, if not tougher, than the DeWALT and the Milwaukee Pack Out. The problem is this little baby handle, okay? So in my preliminary review, and that video is good to look at because it gives first impressions, and I never gave my 6-month review, and it's been a year and 8 months now, but I'm giving it to you now. So the problem I have with this box system, I only have one problem with it, but it's huge, is this terrible design of a handle. Now this handle is really narrow. If you look at it here, you can see it's a lot more narrow than, say, the Milwaukee. You see it's a lot wider here. And if we go and look at the DeWALT, it's, you see here it's a lot wider. The DeWALT almost spans the width of the box system itself. And all these box systems are 22 inches, give or take, a few centimeters. But they're 22-inch boxes, and you see this only takes up basically half. And I measured them out. So before I made the video, so let me get my paper. The Milwaukee handle from end to end is 14 and 3/8 inches, okay? The DeWALT is 18.5 inches. That's probably why the DeWALT feels so good. And the Ridgid is a paltry 9 inches. Another thing you'll notice about the Ridgid is that it has the button to depress it to in the middle of the handle, right? And once you factor in these bars, this bar, I'm gonna tell you, you only have between this button and this bar to grab 1.5 inches. This is 1.5 inches. This is 1.5 inches, and the button itself take up 2.25 inches. So you don't have much room. Your hand has to go right here over this button. And what happens when this thing is weighed down, when you go to push it, like if you're going down a ramp or down some stairs, you have to tilt it back first, and you got to put the butt in. The wheels go in front of you, okay? You don't ever want to pull this thing and you go down a ramp or stairs first. It's going to fall on you. You have to lower it down, tilt it back. The problem is, once you hit a step or hit something, some type of resistance, and this thing is heavy, your palm is going to depress this button, and it's going to send the thing flying down, and you flying down the stairs and the ramp with it, okay? Ask me how I know. And if you don't go down the stairs or stuff with it, which I never fail, but man, my hand and my arm got messed up because it jams. Your hand is going to smash. Well, and here's also the other thing. This is not showing it, but it removed all the other boxes. So when you depress this down, it goes down to about here. So your hand and your arm is going to go all in between this and get smashed up. It's not a pleasant feeling at all, okay? So, and it's terrible. And I've seen, before I bought this in 2020, some reviews on Amazon, one in particular where the guy showed that this thing bent. And I could believe it. I believe totally. And that's what, if you take this box off and just leave these two boxes, or even just the bottom one, if it has enough weight down there, this thing will bend. It's made of like this. It's made of real, like, thick aluminum or thin metal or thick aluminum. That's what it is, and it will bend. Okay, so the Milwaukee is not going to do that, and neither is the DeWALT, mainly just because of physics, because it's wider. So anyway, so that's the Ridgid system. If you're putting camera equipment in it, I think it's perfect for camera equipment. It's not a Pelican box. It doesn't offer the same amount of protection as a Pelican, but it's close. It's real close, and for a whole lot less money. You're getting all this for $119. I mean, for a Pelican, my Pelican box was like the size of the middle one, and it was like almost $300. I got mine on sale, of course. I think I paid $1 something for it, but I sold it later on, years later, for like $3 something. These gross Pelicans are crazy. So anyway, so that's that. I would recommend this for photography, no doubt. Moving on. People talk about, well, the Pelican, you can go swim down in the middle of the ocean, but who's doing that? You doing that? I'm not doing that. Nobody's doing that. But if you did throw this box in the ocean, it'll float. I made a video there. I'll put it upper right hand corner. These things float. I thought it was gonna sink to see how, put it down the deep tub, and I filled it up with water just to see if it, how well it protected against the water. And that thing floated, man. It took so much resistance to push this thing down in the water. It was so buoyant. It's not drowning. Trust me, it's gonna float. So anyway, I'm surprised the Pelicans don't. That man swimming down there with them. Why are you doing that? Are you Aquaman? You taking it to Atlantis? I mean, I don't understand. How you even, anyway, if anything, that thing will work as a floater. It'll just pull you back up to the top. Anyway, let's move on. So now we have this Husky. And honestly, for the money, y'all, I'm not going to lie. If I had to buy something else, seeing that this Husky is $89.98, I don't know if it's always been this price. Let's go check Honey. Honey's saying it was cheaper. I always felt like it was more expensive than this. Nah, I think I always saw it when it was 99, but no, it's saying it's normally like $84. It goes between $84 and $89. Interesting. I didn't know it was that cheap, because actually I ended up buying this Hart system, and in hindsight now I feel like I wish I didn't do it for the same $89. I should have just got the Husky. I think the thing that turned me off about the Husky is the metal latches, because I had the DeWALT Toughsystem 1.0, and it had the same metal latches. You see, where is it? You see on the DeWALT. Let me go to the actual deal. There's a reason why I have it up like this. Oh, so they added something. All right, so there's a reason why I had it up like that, so you can see the two deals. But let's click this to get more close and personal. Real quick, you do see that the button is down on the bottom. That's where you want it. All right, you see how wide this bad boy is. You can grab and drag your hand all across. You use two hands, way more control. Large, 8-inch wheels. The wheels are real large. I mean, I thought they were 10-inch wheels. It's downstairs. So yeah, I'm gonna trust them as 8-inch wheels, but everyone else is like 6-inch wheels or 7-inch wheels. These have the largest wheels out of everybody, and they're made of real thick rubber. The tread. Excellent wheels. Best wheels. Everybody else was kind of like this hard, weird plastic, and they roll funny. But these, it's like Michelin tires on that mug. So what was I about to say? I was about to make a point. Something with the Huskies. Okay, so anyway, the DeWALT Toughsystem 1.0 had the same metal latches, and they broke off. I hated them. I don't like them so bad. So this is why I just turned up my nose like, ugh, I'm not touching those Huskies because of those latches. But let's say the latches are good. Let's say the latches worked. I still would maybe consider this for $89. I would consider it for $89. But I'm going to tell y'all one thing. This has something that none of the other ones have. A 3-year warranty. Okay? And that's surprising, because normally Husky stuff is a lifetime warranty. This is also another reason why I don't recommend this one. All the other ones have lifetime warranties. This has a 3-year warranty. Now, granted, if you want to use the lifetime warranty on other ones, guess what you got to do? Mail it in. You got to mail the big box in, and that is not worth the trouble. In most cases, it's not worth the trouble, because they also want you to box it up. Where am I find a box that big, huh? So I know DeWALT does that. They want you to mail it back in, and Milwaukee might too. I don't know, but I know DeWALT for a fact you got to mail it in. So anyway, I prefer Husky because you could just generally take Husky stuff back to Home Depot. That's way easier to do. But again, 3-year warranty, and that's the caveat here. So with that said, with this system, it basically comes with 2 boxes. This top box is just an organizer. It's not a real box like with the Milwaukee Pack Out or the DeWALT, because this top box can hold some stuff. Even the Ridgid, that top box can hold some stuff. This can hold. What do I have in mind? I actually have nothing in my top box here, because I have another box. But I have nothing in this one now I think about it. But yeah, this will hold your impact drivers, your drills. Same for the DeWALT. It'll hold your drills and all that stuff in that top box. And then the Ridgid, it'll do the same. In fact, in the Ridgid, and each one, both of them have compartments on the side. So you really just have the middle stuff. But you can remove those compartments as well. So here we go. I'll show you. This is how all of them look. The Milwaukee, it doesn't have 3 different ones. It just have one long one, and then it's stacked on top of another one for like bits. and that's on both sides, and you can fit, again, see how they have a drill there. Same for the DeWalt. The DeWalt has, I think the DeWalt does have 3 cups. I don't remember, but they have something on the sides. You fit stuff in the middle. Now for my Ridgid, I have 4 cameras right here. I have a Canon Mark D 70 Mark II. I have a Canon 70D, and I have 2 Olympus Micro Four Thirds cameras in the middle and a lens. And I have a whole bunch of stuff in all these cups, batteries and SD cards and all that stuff. And these things fit a lot. They pack this one really terrible because, I mean, they ain't got nothing in theirs. I have a whole lot of stuff in mine. But this Husky, that is not the case here. You can't get this, just an organizer, right? So I don't like that. So you basically, yeah, you're paying $89, but you're kind of getting 2 boxes. And yeah, it tells you it's an organizer. Yeah, that's what it is. Or it's not a box. So you're really getting 2 toolboxes, okay? Now, I don't know what the inside of them look like, but I do know it's 22 inches, unlike the Hart system. The Hart system is not 22 inches. I need to go measure it. I think it's like 20 inches because they don't say on the website. It's small though. What else do I want to say? Again, I feel like the Husky has some cool extra boxes though. I want to show you guys this one. This is a 2-drawer system, but again, people were saying that you cannot. It's shallow. It's not going to fit your drills or anything like that. You see, this is both drawers out. They trying to work some magic and act like they pulling one long drawer out, but no, this is 2 drawers, so you can't fit drills and stuff in there. Which for me, that defeats the purpose because those are the things I want to keep inside drawer systems. But it's only, it's $40. Until they make some bigger ones, I really can't recommend the Husky. If you don't mind unstacking, then I would probably say go for it for the price. But me, I think I would probably, I don't know. I think this might be the best bang for the buck. Maybe the Ridgid, you know. Mm. So anyway, but again, I don't like that 3-year warranty. That's the thing. I have no idea how Ridgid handles the warranty. I don't know. So anyway, let's move on to, again, the DeWALT. The DeWALT is like Milwaukee. It doesn't have those handles on the corner, but they do. It's solid, man. This is my favorite one out of all of them that I have. I have the Hart, I have this, I have the Ridgid, and I have the Milwaukee. This is my favorite one. I like the DeWALT the most. It's easier to handle, wheeled around. To me, it's a lot tougher. I put my boxes through some stuff, and the Milwaukee is a little beat up. So the Hart got beat up real easy. The DeWALT though, it's just kind of the way it's designed. These kind of round, the Milwaukee has lots of ridges that can get chopped up and cut up easy. This is mostly smooth roundness, so most of the time stuff's just kind of, I don't know, it doesn't damage it as much. So it's nothing to really get cut up. But this has survived the punishment more, and I use it more, and it just has held up better than all the other ones. Very easy to move around, wide handle. I like it. It's my favorite one. And as far as price goes, like I said, it was $149 in 2020. It's $178 now. I would still pay that plus. In this deal that I'm showing you, you get an extra tray. And for $149, you just got the 3 boxes, but you get an extra tray here. And I made a video on this like a month ago. I didn't think the prices would still be up because it's clearly a glitch. Let's go back. All right, yeah, it's clearly a glitch. That's $178, and then this one with a more shallow, a deeper box is $181. But let me go show you. If you just want the system itself, just the 3 boxes, it's $269. It's $269. So that's weird to me. You can come down here and get all the same stuff with the extra, case, with the extra little insert, and yeah, it's just way less money, like almost $100 less. So, that's clearly wrong, but it's been like that for like a month. Now, they do have this system out the drawer. It's cheaper than Milwaukee's 2-drawer system, and I think it'll be just as good. And then it also pops up in halves. Like I said, this is for your old T-stack stuff, your smaller boxes that fit on there and can't latch onto the sides, you lift this up and slide it over it, or slide it from the back or something. Now let's move on to the Hart. It's really small. It's good for little small things, and the Hart also has these drawer cases, which I don't know why they're not recommending them something to attach to it. But the Hart does have drawer cases. Going back to the Husky have them too. People complain that it only have one divider, but and you know that's why it has these low star reviews. But so is the Milwaukee, and nobody complained about it. So you got to the fanboy stuff. All right, so they do have a system that's two. They have a 2 drawer and a 3 drawer system. The 3 drawer system is like clear plastic cases. I don't know why it's not showing up, but I did make a quick video when I was in Walmart. I have a short. I'll post it up here in the upper right hand corner. But yeah, it's mainly for holding like screws and stuff. That's it. No tools. And for that, I think it'll do a really good job with that. But the whole entire Hart system is small. Like I said, if the other ones are 22 inches, this is probably like 19. It's not way smaller, but it is small. It's like 19 to 20 inches, much shorter. This top box is, again, it's like an organizer. It's not a box. It's taking the Husky route for the same $89. And so that's another reason why it looks so short, because you're not getting a full box. You're just getting two and an organizer. So, if you end up adding a legit box, especially, you for like maybe $50 more, you're going to get a really nice DeWALT. This is not bad though. It's not bad. I like how it's small. It's it's more portable because it's smaller, but you're getting less tools in there. But this will easily handle your drills, your circular saws, and all that in these bottom 2 boxes for sure. And you could just buy another box to add on top of it, and you got a nice little system. I didn't talk about how they connect at all. Jesus. So the way they connect with these little things in the front, you got to tilt it, slide it, and latch it in the back of the system here, in the back, and then it comes down. You lock it in with these little tabs. These tabs don't travel much, y'all. We talking about like a 1/4 inch, and it's a little unnerving. Like, really, that's it? It's just like, it's like, that's it? That's gonna hold it? I don't know about that. And that's how it works. The DeWALT are these automatic mechanisms on the side. All right, so perfect. So these little latches on the side, they're automatic, and you push the bottom of them, they open up, and they stay open. You lift the box on top of it off, and when you just put the box down, it catches. It's just like the momentum. It hits it a certain way, and it locks it in place. It's real funky at first, and in that video I showed you when I'm comparing to my first impressions, I kept messing up, but I don't never mess up now. You just got to get the feel for it. That's all I can say. It's a feel. And once you get the feel, it works really well. The Milwaukee system was so confusing at first. I remember in 2020, it was on a glitch, and it was $179. And some people were able to get it for like $129, the whole system, $129, $139. It was super cheap. And I had them right in front of me, but I couldn't figure out how to get the boxes undone. And I needed to get the boxes undone to get it in my truck. And, none of the associates could figure it out either. They were some help they were. But the way these work, there's I actually don't know how these work. Oh, there it is. The little latch on the bottom, that little black latch. You lift that up, and then you slide it forward and pick it straight up, because they interlock in all these grooves at the top. And that's why I was saying this system has a lot of grooves, and these get damaged. I don't know whether that'll affect its locking mechanism, but they get damaged. Quite a few of mine are damaged already. So that's how it is. So if you look at the boxes here, you squeeze these little triggers, these circles in the middle, you push them up and slide it forward, push it up, slide it forward, and so forth. So this will unlatch the box, these 2 boxes from the bottom. And did I go over all of them? I didn't go over the Ridgid. The way the Ridgid locks the side, it's these weird bars. There's no real automatic mechanism. It's very manual. You lift the bars up, and they get flimsy and weak over time, and the holding power becomes non-existent. That's another reason I would not recommend it. There you go, right there, that lock. This little bar right here. That eventually stretches out. So there you have that. I would assume that I would have thought by now this DeWALT mechanism would be funky and flimsy, but nope. holding on strong, snaps back like day one. So that is that. And finally, we're going to talk about the Tradestack. I know the video has been super long, and I have other videos to record today, but it's a lot to cover. So the Craftsman, hands down, to me, it's the new kid on the block. It came out with the end of 2021, or it came out 2021 sometime. And it's okay. These latches pop off real easy. And that was my problem with the DeWALT Toughsystem 1.0. These latches, they pop off real easy. And people were like, it's fine. You just put it back on there. Yes, if you can find it. If you cannot find it, you'll be in low stealing latches. Trust me, because the whole box was nothing now. You don't have a box anymore. If you try to do the one, it'll stay a little bit, but because the other one's not being held down, at least this is my experience with the DeWALT, this one pops off, begins to pop off. And so when I made a video on this, I'll try to find it and put it up here in the upper right hand corner. I showed y'all in store it was missing latches. So, what does that tell you about the job site? I mean, I've seen people throw these off roofs, the latches flew off, and they just put them back on. But that's a problem for me. As far as their locking mechanism goes, this is the best. This has the best locking mechanism. It's a combination between the DeWALT and the Milwaukee. So the thing I don't like about the DeWALT is you got to latch it perfectly on each side. What I normally do is, I don't know, I got good at making them snap at the same time, but in the beginning what I do is just one side, then the other side. But it has the same mechanism, but it's in the front, and you only have to deal with one latch, which is beautiful. And the Milwaukee's in the front, so you just push this down, it stays up, then you pull it off. Perfect. The other thing I like about it, let's see if they'll show it in these pictures. In the back, there's a little holder perfect. There's a holder for an extension cord, which I thought was clever. Another thing, in the handle there, you see these little slits. That's for, hanging anything that has a belt clip on it. You can hang it on the handle while you're working. So I like that too. Again, I mentioned all these things have compartments. This is the upper case for the Tradestack. These were hard to open. I didn't like that, but hey, the other ones don't have cases at all. The Milwaukee's do, and they're easy to open, but these have cases on them. They weren't easy to open. See, there you go with your, hanging the thing on there. Another thing, it has an adapter that makes it compatible with the VersaStack system, which I like. And if you didn't know, the VersaStack system is compatible with the T-Stack, old DeWALT T-Stack system, which they're discontinuing now because they're moving everything over to the Toughsystem. They want you to pay more money for that. But this is compatible with the T-Stack and the Tradestack, the VersaStack system. So there's a bonus there. So I do like that. And this is $179. I don't think this is a bad deal. It has little tires though. It has the wide handle and stuff. The latches don't do it for me. And trust me, if you lose the latch, you're gonna more than likely, just go steal some. It is what it is. You're gonna justify by saying they shouldn't have made it so flimsy. And I agree with you, but it's gonna make you feel bad to steal. At least it would make me feel bad to steal. But would I steal it? I would probably try to go plead with them first and be like, yo, fix this, man. Come on. The latch fell off. Maybe you can call them. I would assume you could probably call Craftsman and get a new latch because it is a lifetime warranty on this. Now, if they tell you got to mail that mug in to get a latch, nah, bro, I'm going to go steal one from Lowe's. I'm sorry. I'm going to go take one. Nobody's doing all that. And, that's it. So hopefully that might answer all your questions. So what do I recommend? I like the DeWALT deal. I like the DeWALT for 171 or 180 or whatever that was, 178 and 181. I like the DeWALT for that. If it was the 269 it was talking about, no. I don't like the Milwaukee at $3 anything. Like I said, I wouldn't pay more than $229 for the Milwaukee. The DeWALT, I wouldn't pay more than $200 for. Other than that, best bang for your buck, I would probably try the Husky. The Hart is small, so I would probably try the Husky for the extra storage for the same price. And or again, you can consider the Craftsman Tradestack. I don't like the latches, but like I said, you could probably call them and ask for a new latch if it fall off, and it shouldn't be a problem. And if that's not a problem, then I feel like the Craftsman is probably overall the best bang for your buck on a full size storage system. And there you have it. Hopefully this video was helpful. I know it was super long. I'm sorry. I'll see you guys next time.